peeps, Narelle here from Narelle's Astro, and today we're continuing looking at astrology, in particular the planets and the inner planets. And today we are going to take a look at the warrior planet Mars. What's he up to? Stick around and we'll find out. Mars is known as the god of war, and it's really interesting to note that in ancient Greece he was really disfavored. He wasn't celebrated, and yet in Rome, where the Caesars were renowned for conquering throughout Europe, he was celebrated. They built temples for him. He was worshipped by the Roman legions. They held festivals in March and October at the beginning and ending of the seasons for military campaigning and farming. So the Romans, who glorified war and their heroes, Mars to them was this heroic god. You see, Mars in our natal horoscope charts represents our ability to assert ourselves, to strike out into the world and obtain our desires. You see, Mars is our raw power and force. It needs to be harnessed and channeled in order to be productive. So if it's misused, we can really damage and sabotage. But if we assert cleanly, we can be very productive and achieve our goals and desires. So depending on the strength of Mars in our natal horoscope charts by zodiac sign and house position and interaction with other planets can really help us to understand how assertive, how confrontational, what kind of level of force we use in order to get what we want in life versus maybe being a little bit more timid or shy in our approach. So for instance, if you have a Mars in the fiery sign of Aries, you might be really quick and impulsive in your actions versus somebody that has their Mars in Taurus that perhaps has a slower approach to achieving their goals. And then you might look at something like a Mars in Libra or a Mars in Cancer. And these are two zodiac positions that can tend to suggest that the person may be a little bit more timid in their approach, or perhaps be more concerned with the needs and drives of others than their own. And so they'll tend to follow the lead of other people rather than take the lead of the helm themselves, like a Mars in Leo or a Mars in Capricorn might do. So if you don't already know what zodiac sign your Mars is in, I'm going to leave a link below to a website where you can put in your birth data and find out exactly where your Mars is positioned. And then if you'd like to interpret what that means, then I'll recommend this book, The Keywords of Astrology, that goes through Mars in each of the zodiac signs. Or if you want to understand more about the themes of Mars, then I'm going to recommend Greene and Howard Sasportus's Inner Planets books. And then if you want that more interactive approach, then always go on to my online e-learning class on the planets, and there's a whole series of information there about every planet, including Mars. So as always, if you've enjoyed today's session, please like, subscribe, enter your comments, give me your feedback. And if you'd like to know more about astrology, or perhaps you'd like to do one-on-one tutoring with me, please go and visit my website, astrologyreading.com.au, and you can check out my schedule, book in with me there. So I look forward to catching you next time. Thanks for watching.